Good morning from Oyster Bay. I'm Dawn Riley, Executive Director of Oakcliff Sailing. We are a training and coaching center that trains athletes who want to go to the America's Cup, race around the world, and head to the Olympics. We also train everybody on the shore sides, which after yesterday's spicy conditions is a very good thing. We had aggressive racing out there and heavy winds, which resulted in a major collision, multiple sail damages, and a halyard flying at the top of the mast. The whole support team lived up to their training and made the racing happen, and then came ashore and had an awesome barbecue where about 200 people between sailors, volunteers, and local Oyster Bay, New York residents came to mix and mingle and get excited about the racing. Today, the pressure will be on the race committee and the mark boats as we're predicted to have a northerly that will swing to the east. We have 3 Americans at the top of the leaderboard and then 2 non-Americans. We're talking to one of the Americans, Chris Poole, who's at the top, and Anna, who's at the moment tied for 5th, but there's still a lot of racing to go. So, Anna, you were last here in 2019 where you won, the first, still only woman to win a Grade 1. Excellent. And the question is, what have you been doing since then?
Well, we've been longing for coming back, so we're super happy to be here again. And of course, we've done some racing, but not the way we wanted it to be. So happy to have a great season and looking forward to a good fall here with our World Championships in New Zealand in November. So this is a good restart.
So the Women's World Championships are in New Zealand and Auckland. I'm jealous that you get to go. And you're from Sweden, and I want you to know that a lot of the match racing here is because of Pelle Pedersen, who's very famous in Sweden. He designed the Match 40s, and my experience sailing over there with you. I think we've sailed together forever. Just talk a little bit about match racing in Sweden.
Yeah, it's been a big type of sailing in Sweden for like forever, Anna, who's on Tacticians with me, she was actually in the design team of the SM40, so we have a long tradition and history, and with a big event, Match Cup Sweden. I love this form of racing.
Chris, you are at the top of the leaderboard. It's a long regatta. I don't want to jinx anything, but what I was impressed about yesterday is you were in the tank in at least 2 situations that I saw out of the corner of my eye. Just tell us about 1 or 2 of them.
I guess we'll start with the first one. We were pretty confident. We were pushing to the pin with Cole Tapper, and we were 100% sure he was going to be over, and we were really happy with our positioning that we were not going to be over. And we saw the pin, we saw the line, started. None of us, we were 100% sure we weren't over. Didn't look at the committee boat, kind of a silly mistake to make. By the time we realized the yellow flag was up, we were pretty far up the course in front of Cole, and then we started reaching off. Cole had a penalty. By the time we got back to line, he had already cleared his penalty, and then we just, tried to sail the shifts and sail the boat fast, and we just slowly chipped our way into their lead, and I think by the second upwind, we had a piece of them, and we got around them, and that was kind of a match.
And shocker, the weather forecast has not come true. Seems like we do have a northerly out in the Sound, and the southerly is trying to fight in Jones Beach. So the very nice race committee is offering all boats to anchor, go for a swim, and we're going to shuttle them over to Sewanaka Corinthian Yacht Club, where the Thompson Cup will be next week, and they will be able to sit in the shade, have a drink, maybe a non-alcoholic Regatta craft mixer. Well, after 4 hours of having 10 match boats anchored and all the competitors napping under big trees on the lawn of Sewanaka, the wind has not materialized, and we're headed in for a nice cocktail or mocktail, depending on your age.